Hello guys, and welcome back once again to the Asian channel. And today we are going to talk about, based on the leaked top-secret Pentagon documents, according to the report, China has successfully tested the new long-range DF-27 nuclear-capable hypersonic missile. It was noted on the report that the missile can penetrate the U.S. mainland's air defense system. And the scary part of it, this is not based on Chinese state media propaganda or your typical U.S. congressional report that's focused on fear-mongering to get more funds. Those things are meant to scare the public regarding China's weapon, so that, as usual, they could ask for more defense funding to counter the threat. But this is a classified Pentagon report that shouldn't have been disclosed to the public. In fact, the test was so secretive that China also didn't publicly announce it. The U.S. spy satellite obviously picked up the missile when it was launched, because an ICBM, or an intercontinental ballistic missile when launched, it flies over the Earth's atmosphere like a low-orbit satellite. The DF-27 is intercontinental ballistic missile with a hypersonic glide vehicle. The HGV is released during the terminal phase after the missile's atmospheric flight. The missile is very hard to intercept since it's very maneuverable and it can change direction to avoid air defense. The missile on terminal phase travels around an estimate speed of 10,500 kilometers per hour, 10 times faster than the speed of sound. The DF-27 has estimated maximum range of 8,000 kilometers. The speed of the DF-27 itself is not the reason why the missile is very hard to intercept. In fact, any missile that travels at Mach 5 or 5 times faster than the speed of sound is technically a hypersonic missile. Even the older U.S. ICBM, which are still in service like the Minuteman and Trident missile, both have maximum range of 10,000 and 12,000 kilometers, and with a much faster speed of 28,000 and 29,000 kilometers per hour. But this missile uses the older single or multiple re-entry vehicles during the terminal phase. They just basically glide into the intended target area at superb speed. But current modern air defense systems are created to intercept these missiles in their mid-course flight or in the terminal phase. Don't get me wrong, it's still very hard to intercept an ICBM. It's like shooting a bullet with a bullet, but if the trajectory is calculated correctly, it's doable. A conventional ICBM goes through 3 phases. The first phase is the missile climb into the outer space. The second phase is the mid-course. This is where the missile is already cruising in space, and this is where the missile makes direction change while it's still under power by the rocket booster. The third one is the terminal phase. This phase is where the rocket booster detached and only the tip of the warhead is left. Then it just glides into the target using the momentum it gained and with the help of gravity. Basically, older ICBM flies in a predictable trajectory. In comparison, this kind of ballistic trajectory is similar to a bullet being fired from a gun or a bomb drop from an airplane. Meanwhile, there are 2 types of hypersonic missile. The ICBM's hypersonic missile that flies high into space, and the second is a hypersonic cruise missile that flies low using scramjet engine for more stealthy attack. The hypersonic cruise missile is like conventional low-speed cruise missile using jet engine. It uses a much faster scramjet engine, but the engine only works when the missile reaches the speed of Mach 4. So at the first, the missile is boosted by a conventional rocket, then the scramjet engine takes over. Hypersonic cruise missiles are normally launched by ship or long-range bomber in the air. What's deadly about the Chinese ICBM hypersonic missiles like the DF-41, the DF-27, the short and medium-range DF-21, and the DF-17 is that they carry a very maneuverable hypersonic glide vehicle used during the terminal phase to avoid air defense, make it very hard to intercept, unlike the conventional ICBM, who has a predictable trajectory. The Chinese ICBM, such as the DF-41 and the DF-31, has a range of 13,000 and 8,000 kilometers. It has maximum speed of 33,000 and 30,000 kilometers per hour. While shorter-range DF-21 and DF-17, which is also known as the Chinese A280 or anti-Axis and anti-denial missiles, These missiles are tasked to take out the American carrier battle group, an aircraft carrier in the Pacific. It has a range of 1,800 and 1,700 kilometers with a maximum speed of 6,000 and 12,000 kilometers per hour. China is the first country to field a hypersonic anti-ship ballistic missile, which is the YJ-21 on its Type 55 Destroyer's Universal VLS, although the missile could also be fitted on the Type 52D frigate as well. Both ships uses the same Universal Vertical Launch System or VLS. The Chinese destroyers has bigger VLS than American destroyers, which allow them to carry larger weapons. The YJ-21 has an estimated speed of around 7,300 kilometers per hour on cruising speed, or Mach 6, and 12,000 kilometers per hour on terminal speed, or Mach 10. And its range is around 1,500 kilometers. Meanwhile, the U.S. Air Force dropped its hypersonic missile program for now after several failed tests by Lockheed Martin. They will continue to rely on older nuclear-capable ICBM and cruise missile on their triad of nuclear platform, which are silo-based launcher, long-range strategic bombers, and ballistic missile submarines. They would also rely on their slower but proven sea-based and air-launched cruise missiles for conventional attacks. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you want more topics like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you soon.